Good morning. Today on Spotlight, our interview with the man who literally keeps Michigan's largest city in the limelight, so to speak. Bo Taylor, CEO of the Detroit Public Lighting Authority, discusses the Motor City's latest lighting initiative and its impact on you. And later on our Sunday morning program, author and Pulitzer Prize nominated journalist Desiree Cooper will join us to talk about a new book she has edited entitled Black Summers, Growing Up in the Urban Outdoors. It's Sunday, June the 14th. I'm Chuck Stokes, and this is Spotlight. Bo Taylor, thanks so much for coming in. You're doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thanks for having me.
Very good. You are a busy, busy man, and you get to do stuff behind the scenes that doesn't always get a lot of attention, but what you have your fingers on is so vitally important to this region. You literally keep the city in the light. A lot of people don't understand the difference between the Public Lighting Authority and the city lighting.
Well, the Public Lighting Authority is a successor agency to the Public Lighting Department, which was around for 120 or 130 years and provided power, not just street lighting, to a lot of institutions around the city. So as the city descended into financial issues a long time ago, the lighting went by the wayside. So did the utility.
We did a boatload of stories about dark streets and dark lights and the improvements that have been made since those tough times.
So, you know, the authority was created to isolate the lighting issue from the department and provide resources that were specifically designed for that. And during the bankruptcy, the city had an innovative strategy with the state to create an authority to address just the lighting needs. And, you know, since that time, we've not only installed 65, 70,000 new LED lights, we've kept them on at about a 99% rate. So, you know, to us, it's a success in government, success, a lot of people coming together to do the right thing for the city. And, you know, we operated efficiently, ethically, and, you know, it's one of the crowning achievements of my career. So I'm really proud of everything we've done.
And you've been here since about 2011, and I think maybe 2017 really stepped into more of a managerial role of all of this. You've been through a couple of administrations, and certainly there are people on your board that have been through several administrations, I think particularly of Dr. Lorna Thomas, and I know this issue has been absolutely passionate for her. Started under Dennis Archer when he plucked her to start working on this, and then came through Mayor Duggan, and then now into Mayor Sheffield. Are there any key differences from the new administration?
Wow, that's it's a hot
she's
potato.
she's only been in the seat a hot second.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of differences, right? She's an inspirational figure, right? When she walks into a room, just people feel good. They feel, you know, it's that star power. But she's also retained a lot of the talent from before, and she lets people go and make the decisions themselves. So that's a different kind of type of leader. I think before we needed that, you know, singular person that had a grasp of all the issues at a detailed level, because there was just so many things to do. But now we've kind of emerged from that, and we have a transformational leader that really inspires the people in the neighborhoods. And I think her focus on getting, you know, the resources back there is being received well, and that's something I believe in. I think that, you know, us and Brighten Up the Block is really going to help play a part in making her achieve that.
Lighting in the city is indeed a priority for Mayor Sheffield?
Oh yes, absolutely. One of the things that she came out with initially was Brighten the Block, which was, you know, extending lighting resources into the residential areas where people live. There was a lot of lights that weren't installed in 2014 that should have been from a need standpoint, but just the money wasn't there. So we worked hard to find the money, and now we're going and addressing the needs of the most vulnerable people in the city, and these are in the residential areas that are, you know, far away from downtown. And I think restoring a focus on those areas is something that the residents really appreciate, and I can't wait to get it done.
All right, I'm going to take a quick little break. When we come back, I want to pick up on that and talk about this new initiative, because there will be people who say, okay, well, if we're doing so great, why do we need another initiative, and what's the next step in this process of keeping the lights on in Michigan's largest municipality? We'll be right back with Bo Taylor right after this. Welcome back to Spotlight, talking to Bo Taylor. He's in charge of the Public Lighting Authority for the city of Detroit. If the city is already pretty much lit, why do we need a new initiative, and what is the new initiative?
Great question. Well, the city is lit, and I think one of the things that Mayor Sheffield is really focusing on is providing resources and a voice for maybe people whose voices aren't heard. So even though we've lit the city, we haven't circled back to the people in the areas of the city whose voices aren't heard in the residential areas, and ensuring that the lights on their individual block are lit. So what we're doing now, and what we've done over the last few months, is have a series of community meetings where we're going out and finding each area where there's residents' concerns. And then we're finding how we can build upon that around those resident concerns for schools and walkable corridors and areas where there's development, but we maybe not have given the focus as much as we should have.
So, Mr. Taylor, if somebody lives on a particular block and they say, okay, I don't have my lights yet, what's the message to them, and what should they do?
Well, we're not going to do this all at once. We're going to do a multi-phased approach, so we're looking at it methodically, and we're not throwing bad money after or good money after bad projects. So we're going to do this over the course of years. So if you don't have a light in the next year, when we circle through and add lights to the residential areas, we're going to have more community group meetings. We're going to add alley lights. We're not going to stop until we feel we've addressed the needs of the citizens in a direct way, with community engagements in a genuine way.
What's the plant program?
Oh, the plant program. Well, under our legislation, we have what's called best value, and it's kind of vague, but we've taken that to mean we want to provide opportunity for young Detroiters in areas where they maybe haven't had those opportunities before in skilled trades. So we forged a partnership with IBW, Local 17, and Local 58, as well as Detroit-based contractors, minority-owned contractors in the city, Universal Contracting, and they've worked with us to identify young Detroiters that can be future linemen, future utility workers, and we provide them a year of on-the-job training, mentorship, so when they go in and apply, it's not a foreign thing to them, and they end up scoring in the top of their class, and they earn their way into an apprenticeship program with the IBW, and it's probably one of the things that I point to as a multiplier effect that we can say PLA did something more than keep the lights on. We promoted Detroit-based business. We promoted workforce inclusion, all these things that are
So if
important.
we were talking sports, you say you're building your bench strength, right?
Well, yeah, and I think we're doing it in the right way, and we're doing it for the right reasons. So, you put all those things together, and I think what you have is a pretty successful example of how government should operate.
Mm-hmm.
So,
people can't see, but you came in here today to do this interview with a young lady who's a student at Xavier University, originally from the city of Detroit, and she's getting a chance to do some mentorship with you, right?
Well, yeah, we looked at the plant program, and that's, workforce development in skilled trades, but I said, you know what, we have opportunity in our own office to mentor people, because a lot of times it's just, getting someone in front of someone like yourself, demystifying everything behind the scenes. Now they can walk into an interview and not feel nervous and feel prepared, and if we can do that, not only in skilled trades, but we actually make that a core value of what we're doing in our institution. We just do that by default whenever we see an opportunity come up. So I hope that people look at PLA and kind of see that you can do all these dynamic things if you just institute it as a core value in what you're doing every day.
Mr. Taylor, I can tell that you're passionate about this topic. You don't get to be out front like the mayor, and certainly if things aren't going well, she's the one that catches the heat. But how did you get into this, and why are you so passionate about it?
I worked overseas for 8 years in developing countries doing international development, and unfortunately, you can help individual people, but you never really see the fruits of your labor extend beyond a person. And in Detroit, in the last 15 years, the transformation that I've seen here is real. It's why I went into international development. And ironically, the last place I thought I'd actually see it happening in real time is the city of Detroit. And it's because the leaders here have really, came together and done the right thing. The city council, if you look at where we were 15 years ago, where we are now, right now we spend more time deliberating on an appointee to the Public Lighting Authority Board than I believe federal cabinet level appointments are considered. Genuinely, we're looking at people's backgrounds, vetting that. It's not about who they are, who they know, it's about their qualifications. And it's an amazing thing when I think the federal government can look to the city of Detroit as a shining example of transparency and how government should work.
Right. Bo Taylor, thanks so much for coming in, sharing all this updated information about what truly is an important topic, making sure that the city stays well lit now and into the future. We appreciate you coming in, and stay in touch with us on it, will you?
Thank you.
All right, and tell Dr. Thomas we said hi.
Absolutely.
All right, and when Spotlight returns, I'll sit down with writer extraordinaire Desiree Cooper and about a new hat she's wearing as an editor of a brand new book. We'll be right back right after this. Desiree Cooper, thanks so much for joining me today on Spotlight. You edited a new book called Black Summers, Growing Up in the Urban Outdoors from Wayne State University Press. You're normally writing and penning your books, but you shifted the roles to editing.
Yes.
Was it a big transition?
It was a big transition. And I didn't realize how fun it could be, first of all, a lot of the contributors have been colleagues or people that have been sort of in my circle for years, but I never really sat with them and had personal stories, deeper conversations, about their lives. So I got to know people in a very different way. And then it was very collaborative. We got to sort of, as they talked, they say, that's the story I think you might want to tell. Like, let's work with that. So,
is the commonality between all the writers is that they were all Detroiters?
All of them, yes, have a very strong connection to Detroit. They may not live here now, but they were probably born and raised here.
Their childhood was here.
Or grew up here, exactly.
Right. All right.
Yes. I wanted to make sure that they were all Detroiters. I wanted everything about this to be Detroit.
Okay.
The cover art's Detroit, the press is Detroit, the writers are Detroit, because I feel like Detroit has had an iconic experience as African Americans from the Great Migration, coming to this city for opportunity. And I wanted to, and then we became the poster child for what went right and then what went wrong. And where are we now?
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah. And now we're sort of a darling. We're coming, we're coming into that light. I wanted people to know the voice of Detroiters and for Detroiters to tell their own stories about, even though they did find a lot of what they were looking for, or their parents did when they came to this city, but the racism followed, and it was always a shadow, right? Even though they're finding joy, opportunity, freedom on some levels, the specter of race is never too far away.
Well, I was going to ask you about that because it's billed and described as a joyful read, but it's also, as you said, mixed with incidents of race or growing up, being very aware of your race in a city that has a large African American population and that has had a history of racial tension as well as great racial success too. And all of that seems to come out from these various stories.
I purposely avoided the stories that go like this. Everybody on our street was friends. We all knew our neighbors. We all watched out for each other, and we played until the streetlights came on. This is the story everyone knows.
Right.
In every city in America.
Yeah, and I certainly know, because when the streetlights came on, you better be either home or within
yelling distance.
If they called your name, you better be able to hear.
Yes, exactly. And so that's a common experience. What I wanted was to get sort of under. How did Detroiters create their own sanctuary, their own sense of joy? There are things we do here that are very unique to the city itself. And I wanted to be able to celebrate that and highlight that, but also let people know that there's an intentionality toward persisting on joy and persisting on freedom, even when the world is telling you you're not entitled to that.
Why, Desiree Cooper, did you want it to focus on summer? Because you could have picked winter, you could
No,
have
I
picked
could
fall,
not have
you
picked
could have picked.
I could not. It would have been a one-page book.
One page book. Our winters can be a little
But
tough.
you know what? When you say summer, immediately everybody in America has ideas. It's like saying Christmas, right?
That's true. That's true.
You know, sun, water, lemonade, bike riding, road trips, all these things come to mind. And so I wanted all Americans to be able to see a book that says summer and have all that evoked for them. And yet if they would open the cover, they'll see how, yeah, those things happen. But for people of color, there's another experience, a parallel experience that's also coming, and that is having your joy policed, having your presence, you know, balkanized, where there's only certain places you can go, questions about whether you belong in a public space or not. And so we're not all having that same experience, that iconic experience of summer.
Coming up, Desiree Cooper tells me how she decided which writers would be featured in her new book and why it is for all races. We'll be right back. You have some new writers in here, but you have some very experienced writers. Maybe talk about and mention some of the experienced ones that people will recognize their name the second you say it.
Oh my goodness, well, poet Tommy Blount, the National Book Award winner from the area. Stephen Henderson, people might know him as a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist in town. Nandi Comer is the poet laureate of Michigan for a while. So we have very accomplished people mixed in with newcomers who've never written anything before at all. And some that were even teenagers. Well, this took 3 years for us to get the book together. So they started as teenagers when they were telling the story. So it covers the range.
Did you pick all the writers? Did they come to you? You could reach out to them, a combination thereof. And I ask that because everybody thinks they have a book or a story in them. And those who are writers, all of them think that they're great writers. Sometimes they aren't great writers, but sometimes they are great writers. But being a writer yourself, you were probably a good barometer for what you wanted in here.
Yeah. So a lot of the people, I knew enough about them to know that they had a story. You know, Cassandra Spratling was a writer with the Free Press for a very long time.
Retired from the Free Press.
And she's an avid biker, and I knew that. People around her know that, but people might be surprised in general, especially outside of Detroit, that biking is something that African Americans have really embraced. And there are bike rides and tours all over the United States that have to do with Black history and et cetera. So I knew she had a story to tell. And so I went to her and asked. So that's how I got to some. And then I'd say, I got close to the end and I'm like, there's no story about cars. We can't have a book about
not in the Motor
cars.
City, no way.
And so, I asked around, and Nandi Comer says, I think I can do a story about cars. So some of it was by topic, like who can cover this topic, and some of it was people I knew and I wanted to include them, and then those people recommended people. But all of it was a coaching process, and I think that's what I love the most, because people thought they were writing about one thing, and they ended up doing something very different.
And by my count, and I might be off by a person or two, I think there are 29 different authors and people who have written stories here. And what I like about it is that there's a real mixture, and it's not just one long, one person story, that you've got multiple things here, and they're quick reads. So if you're, which I think a lot of us do in the summertime particularly, want to pick up a good book because you're going on vacation, or you're going to a beach, or you're going on a cruise, or you just want to sit out on the patio or the front porch, it's something you can do, pick it up later, get back to it, and not feel like, oh my God, I still got 100 pages to go. You know? So,
Absolutely, it's something you can read from back to front, front to back. Just open it up and you know, and it also includes, which I love this Wayne State Press. This is their idea. Is there's casual pictures of the writers in color throughout, so it kind of has a scrapbooky feel. Like you can read their story and you read about who they are and see their picture of them enjoying the summertime. So it's very personal.
we've got, as you know, a super diverse audience that goes all over the place from here through mid-Michigan. Is it a book for just African Americans?
Absolutely not. I think it's a book. Everyone, when they read the stories, are going to have their
Because you know what I'm
version.
getting at. There's somebody out there who's not of color saying, well, why should I pick this
Well, this
book
is
up?
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like when they pick it up, there's going to be a core experience that, yeah, my summer was like, I was in the car too with my parents. But in this story, here's a new version. So it kind of opens up the world to what other people were doing and taking off from the, you know, sort of like the very kind of stereotypical ideals about summertime. And there are surprises. I mean, a lot of people think they know Detroit and they think they know who the people are in Detroit. And so, you know, if you're curious and you want to know a little bit more about the world around you, it's a great way, it's a great opening into other ways of life.
Desiree Cooper, I think this is your third book through Wayne State University Press. What's next? Something you can talk about?
Oh my goodness.
Are you writing another book?
I hope from your lips to God's ears, but I got to get through this summer. And we're going to be in Detroit a lot this summer.
Doing a lot of book signings?
A lot of book signings and events, and I hope folks come out. June 17th, we'll be at the Detroit Public Library, so make sure you come out for that. And a couple of the other contributors will be joining me to talk about the book, and it will be available there
All
as
right,
well.
good. And you can get the book anywhere.
Anywhere you like to buy books.
All right,
Support your
great.
indie bookstores.
Sounds good. And we'll put something up on our website to direct people to it as well.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks so much. Best of luck. Have a great summer as
Oh,
well.
you as well.
Well, that's it for this week. Thanks to Bo Taylor and Desiree Cooper, my guests. I'm Chuck Stokes. We'll be back next week with more newsmakers in the spotlight. We hope you have a great week.